Hello, and welcome to Refresh Mindfulness, a well-being program in Juniper Community Senior Living. I'm Sultrim, and I will be your host for this session that focuses on kindness. We're cultivating qualities that enable our true goodness to be shared with ourselves and with others. And we're reviving our energy and we're paying attention to our experience. So, being here today is kind of you, taking the time to refresh and enliven yourself so that you can live more fully. So, we'll do this together, and I would like to share with you something that my friend made for me. So, here's a flower, and on its petals it says kindness. And what it reminds me is that there are many different colors of kindness, different ways that we can be kind to ourselves and others, like being helpful or caring, thoughtful, considerate, maybe patient, interested, accepting, friendly. Let's explore that kind of kindness today. So we'll start by tending to our bodies and stretching in ways that maybe we don't do most of the time. Let's start with the head. And first we're going to drop the head or the ear towards the shoulder. Stretch out the side of your neck. Come back up. Go to the other side. And now drop your chin to the chest and let the back of your neck relax. Bring your chin up. Let's go down one more time. This head is a 10-pound ball on your neck, so it's nice to give your neck a little rest. Looking up, tilt your head backwards, and come to the center. One more. Now, I'd like to remind you that any time today that I make a suggestion of how to move or how to be or what to think, it's up to you to see if that feels good to you today. And if not, I suggest that you modify it or just observe. A lot can be learned just by observing. Okay, what are we going to do next together? Let's shrug the shoulders and then roll them back and shrug them again. Roll them forward, and this time we'll just keep going. So we're rolling those shoulders forward. And now we'll reverse and roll them back. Ooh. Just feeling that full range of motion, whatever your range of motion is. Now putting your hands on your shoulders, we'll roll the elbows forward and back. Feels like we're a bird and we're going to take off, doesn't it? And then we'll go the other direction. Ooh, just now moving more into the back and the shoulders and the chest. And now let's do a little swimming. So we're making alternate circles with the elbows. And you feel that little twist coming in? Twisting the spine a little bit. Let's go the other direction. I think you've got it. And even if you can't touch your shoulders, you can still move your elbows. And now shake out the arms and the head. Take the hands, the palms together and press them together and release. Press and release. Press one more time and then open the palms and spread the fingers and then tighten them up. Open and close. and close. When you keep them closed, bring them forward and turn them downward and stretch out the top of the wrist and the arm. Bring them back. Make circles with your hands. And now I'm going to float back there so you can see the whole body. Let's stay with the hands for a little bit. Let's rub them, get a little warmth, a little blood flow in there. And now let's rub the thighs. You know, it's really kind to gently and respectfully rub your body, hold your hands. It's very soothing to all mammals, kind touch. So it's something if you need to calm yourself, you need to go to sleep at night and hold your hand. That's a possibility for calming down. All right, let's lean forward and back. We're just going to rock forward and back. And then side to side. And let's put that together. We're going to go forward, side, back, side, forward. So we're just making a nice big circle, really reaching out from the hips, stretching in all directions. Maybe you feel a little bigger. Now let's reverse. We're kind of expanding ourselves with this movement. And come back to center. Holding one side of your chair, lean to one side, the other side, and make a little circle with your arms, with your hand. And now coming up, hold the other side of the chair, lean, and circle with that hand. One way, the other way, and come back up. Now we're just going to do a little tippy-toe marching. If I march with my full foot, it makes so much noise that it's kind of annoying. So I'm going to try to be light-footed here. Light-footed, light-hearted. And we just want to do this for a little while so that we can get energized. While we're doing this, you may think of a place that you really like to walk, or you did in the past. It's nice to imagine that because some of us can't get out a lot right now. Okay. Take one foot and cross it over the other. Put your hands on your hips and lean forward. Come back up. Let's do one more of those. And now plant the other foot and cross it. And we're going to lean forward. One more. Uncross that foot and raise it up by holding the knee and swing the leg. Oh, such a sense of ease swinging is. Extend your foot and rotate it like you're touching all the numbers on a clock face, and then go the other direction. And then point your toes away and close, away and close. Let's go to the other side. Swing that leg with ease, with relaxation, with fun. And then extend and rotate your foot in one direction, and then the other way, and point and flex. Whew, that's nice. Let's pause for a moment and just check in with yourself. Tune to see how you feel from the inside, how your body feels. Maybe a little energized or a little relaxed. And how's your mood? Are you having a good time? I hope so. I know that we're in a virtual circle. I really love to do these classes in person because then we can all look at one another. So we're doing it this way thanks to our technology. Now let's focus on our breath for a few moments. Focusing on the breath is very regulating. It reduces stress. It increases a sense of well-being. So as you breathe in, maybe just tilt back a little bit. And as you exhale, tilt forward. And it's almost like being at the ocean and the waves come in. And you can use your hands if you want. And the waves go out. So breathing in and breathing out. And there's this wonderful rhythm that we have in our own bodies, and we see it in nature around us, especially at the shore or the beach. No wonder everyone loves to go to the beach. All right, let's take a wide stance. Hands on the knees, sitting tall. Inhale, and then exhale forward. And just find a place where it's comfortable for you to stay for one deep breath. And then inhaling, come up. And we'll do that one more time. So sitting tall, breathing in, leaning forward, and exhale, and stay here for one full breath. And coming up. I think it's such a feeling of strength sitting like this. And now we're going to sit tall, inhale, and as we exhale, we're just twisting to the side and staying here for a full breath. Giving our organs a little massage on the inside. And coming back to center, inhale and float to the other side. Breathe here. And come back to center. Let's try that a little faster, where we're just going to use our arms. We're not moving the legs this time, but we're just doing our little chubby checker twist. I have one resident in my class who actually lived near a chubby checker. So every time we do this, she smiles. All right. So let's put one hand forward, palm up, other one on top. And we're going to inhale and open. Exhale, come back. So inhale and take in friendliness. Exhale, send out friendliness. Inhale, patience. Exhale, patience. Inhale, caring. Exhale, caring. Beautiful. And now we're going to have a big pot here with all those different kinds of kindness in it. Being thoughtful, being helpful, and the ones we just mentioned. And we're going to just stir that pot. I'm going to mix them all together so we have a really strong soup of kindness that nurtures us and it nurtures everyone else. Now we're going to go the other way, stir the other way. And you can feel the weight shifting on your sit bones. All right, very good. So I'm going to move forward again. And I invite you to be still for a moment, to let all that good movement and intention integrate. And we're going to use our breath again to support our reflection. So placing a hand on the center of your chest, or even just a few fingers, if you're comfortable doing that. Breathe in here. Breathe into this hand or these fingers. Just a couple of breaths. Just to activate our heart. And release the hand. And if you like, lower your gaze or close your eyes. And bring to mind a time when someone was kind to you. It could be long ago, it could be a few moments ago. And take your time, just let that memory come, bubble up to the surface. And remember, if you can, where you were, who else might have been there, and what was going on. And most importantly, remember how you felt. And let that feeling fill up your whole body. And just rest in the warmth of that kindness. Rest in whatever feeling you had then. If you felt cared for or held, or you felt some appreciation or gratitude, just rest in that. And as you do, I'd like to repeat a story about kindness from Dr. Kenneth Davis. And it's a true story. He and his wife and 2-year-old daughter were camping in the late 1970s in Oregon near a river, and he said it was snow-packed, so they must have been there in the wintertime. And to their dismay, their camper broke down. Couldn't get it started. So he hiked 2 miles to a payphone and found the number of roadside assistance. This, of course, was before cell phones. And it was a Sunday, and someone actually answered the phone at this service station. And the guy said, "No problem, I'll be there soon." So their hero arrived for assistance in a red truck, got out of the red truck, and the doctor noticed that this man was a paraplegic. He did not have the normal use of his legs to walk, but he had braces and he had crutches and he got around just fine. So this fellow, friendly fellow, cheerfully jumped the truck, got the engine going again, got the battery going, recharging, and even did a magic trick for the little girl. Now the doctor was realizing that this could be very expensive to have come 20 miles on a Sunday to jump his car, his truck, his camper. And he asked the fellow How much do I owe you? And the guy said, not a thing. Let me tell you, he said, when I was in Vietnam, I was in a much worse situation than this. It's when I was injured and lost the use of my legs. But there was someone who helped me, probably saved his life. And he told me, as I thanked him profusely, to just pass it on. Pass that gratitude on. Pass on that kindness. So I think it's a wonderful, true story that it inspires me. I hope it inspires you too, to know that we can be kind and we can pass it on, and we don't need more than that. What goes around comes around. So I hope you've enjoyed our session today. We'll be back in a week. I wish you goodness and wellness, and goodbye for now.